Hello everyone, I'm Video Game Hazard, back for more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we got our start in Mount Moon, and on this episode, I'm actually roughly where I was last time. I actually went back, put all the Pokemon we've caught here in Mount Moon in the PC, and went back to Pewter City to grab some more repels, because it honestly would have gotten kind of annoying, so I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to cut too much. Editor me will thank me in the future. Anyway, we're actually gonna use one because I did not use one just yet. But we're gonna continue down here. Where is this trainer? Did you come to explore the cave too? I sure did. Although, more accurately, I need to make it through. Youngster Josh has a Rattata. Alright, now would be a good time to use Double Kick, which I'm actually going to move up here. Oh, and Rattata missed. Nice! And just like that, you see it hits twice, and Rattata does not stand a chance against it. One thing I should say is that if you're going through Mount Moon here without repels, just because you want to challenge yourself, I don't know. Running, holding the B button to run, that actually makes it more likely that you'll run into wild Pokemon. So that can be either a good thing if you're trying to look for something specific, but it can also be a detriment if you want to avoid wild Pokemon without having to use repels. So just something to bear in mind when you're going through grass or a cave or basically anywhere where you could encounter a wild Pokemon, because there are a few other examples later on. Anyway, this Zubat stands no chance against Blitz. Crit or not. Losing stinks. It's so uncool. But that's how we learn. Losing is how we learn from our mistakes. Anyway, let's go down this way. None of these rocks have any hidden items. Down this ladder. Ah, there's another Team Rocket grunt. Yeah, just wanted to make sure Spike was in the front of the party. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. I will not. I will beat you up just like the last guy. Or rather, my Pokemon will beat up your Pokemon. We don't condone human-on-human violence in the Pokemon world. Probably a good idea to switch over to Blitz to deal with this Zubat. Thundershock it. Oh, it barely survived, but I did paralyze it. So that's something, I guess. Although it didn't matter, because it was still able to move. Although Leech Life is not going to heal much of its HP. So Quick Attack is still more than enough to take it out. Team Rocket Grunt has Ekans. I think I'll switch over to Mustafar. He's probably the best equipped to deal with this. I would use Spike, but unfortunately, fighting type moves like Double Kick are not very effective on poison types for some reason. I don't quite understand the logic on that, but you know, might as well use something that actually has a neutrally effective move. Well, Peck is neutrally effective too, but it's not as good of a move. Anyway, the snake is dead. So you are good. Or maybe you just suck, you know? It could be that. We found an ether here. Let me remind myself what the exact effect of that is. Restores a selected move's PP by 10 points for one Pokemon. Yes, so if you remember a few episodes, I was alluding to an item that restored PP, and that is it. We also get TM46 Thief. Is it worth teaching that to anyone, I wonder? Can anyone even learn this? Spike can learn it, but he's a physical attacker, and like I said before in a few episodes ago, Dark is a special type in this game, so I don't want to use it on him. And I also can't teach Rock Tomb to anyone, and I assume the same goes for Bullet Seed. Yes, it does. Alright, we're just gonna ignore those TMs for now, then. And head back up the ladder. Now if we head over this way, we're getting more in the direction of where we want to be to actually make progress through Mount Moon. Whoa, you shocked me! Oh, you're just a kid. Hey, what do you mean just a kid? I am just as capable of getting through a cave by myself as you are, Hiker Marcos. He is a Geodude. We're just gonna use Double Kick right away because fighting is super effective on rock types. Although that's not gonna take out right away, but that's not really much of a problem. Especially since it's just using Defense Curl. I think this will still be enough to take it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, the defense boost didn't matter. Down goes the Geodude. Spike gets 183. Oh, we're very close to a level up. How many experience is that, actually? 8, okay. There are times when it looks like there's barely even a pixel left, and I've had several instances where I'm just 1 or 2 experience away, and that's infuriating in the moment, but pretty funny in hindsight. Anyway, one of the double kicks actually got a critical hit there. Too bad they both didn't, otherwise it would have KO'd the Geodude outright. But no matter, we just use one more, and it goes down. Spike grows to level 15. No new move. Ooh, an Onyx. Now, okay, now that we have Spike, Onyx should not be as much of an issue. Oh, that was another critical hit. Wow. Okay, one more double kick should do it. Bind isn't gonna do much. Oh, and Poison Point poisoned it. Nice. Bind only did 2 damage. I wonder if I could just take it out with Peck. No, but the poison should be enough. And I'm unpunished! Screech only lowers your defense, I believe, by... Is that 2 stages? I believe it's 2 stages. The way that status changes work in battle is that you can only raise or lower it 6 times. So you could have +6 attack or -6 attack or what have you with any other stat, including evasion and accuracy. We're gonna give Spike a potion. Actually, no, you don't need a potion. What am I saying? I thought you were at lower health. But I do actually need to use Repel. And we should have enough to get through... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. That's something we'll talk about later. This is a Moonstone. That is an item that can be used to evolve certain Pokemon. If we head down further here... Still no hidden items. I must be mistaken about there being some hidden items on these rocks. Unless they're in a different place that I'm confusing with those sections. Ah, that's a revive. That can be used to revive a fainted Pokemon. It only brings them up to half health, though. You would have to heal the rest of the way to full health if you wanted to. If we go down this way, there's another Team Rocket grunt. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. It could be bad news. You don't have to tell me twice. Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's got a Rattata. Ah, I poisoned him. Nice. And double kick is enough for the KO. Nice. I will definitely have to heal Spike after this battle, though. And Spike grew to level 16. Sandshrew. I think I'm gonna switch to Mustafar. Yeah, we'll just do an Ember. It's probably gonna go for a Defense Curl. Unless I... Wow. I got it down to what looks like 1 HP and burned it, so it's just gonna faint at the end of this turn without me having to do anything else. Yeah, there it goes. Well, that worked out nicely. Ah! Spike is evolving! Your Spike is evolved into Nidorino. That is going to be very helpful to me. Let's take a look at his stats. Oh yeah, he's... Wow, that's a lot of 27s. What the heck? I've never seen something like that before. Everything but special attack is 27. That's kind of funny. And then Charmeleon there. And Pikachu. Now Pikachu's actually the one falling behind, or starting to at least. So we'll stick him in the front. We'll heal Spike as well. And then let's go around this corner here. I'm actually gonna... I was gonna say, I'm actually gonna let the repel run out, because we're now in an area of Mount Moon where the Pokemon are a little higher leveled, so this will be a good opportunity for me to find that Pokemon I alluded to last time. But first we have to fight this Team Rocket Grunt before I can even start looking. Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's got a Rattata. More rat-on-rat violence. Oh my god, it got a critical hit. But I did paralyze it. So that works out, kind of? I should... I do absolutely outspeed it, but if it uses Quick Attack, that could KO me, and I don't want to have to use my Revive. Why don't we switch over to Spike? Let's see how good he is as a Nidorino now. Rattata's paralyzed. Let's just go for a double kick. Didn't even need to. That was just a single kick. Blitz is low on health, but I think it shouldn't have issues dealing with a Zubat. They're rather weak, so one Thundershock should do it. And if it barely lives, then... Oh, it does. Supersonic. I have a chance of hitting myself in Confusion. I'm gonna risk it, though. Just go for a Quick Attack. And we fight the Confusion. Nice. Now I'm mad. You should be. You guys keep losing to a 10-year-old. Let's heal Blitz here. You definitely need that. And I'm gonna cut ahead to when I find that Pokemon I want. Ah, there it is! I found a Paris! This is the Pokemon I want to use. And as you may notice, I got Blitz up to level 16 and then some just from fighting a few wild Zubat while trying to find the Paris here. I'm just gonna use Thunder Wave to paralyze it. I'm also really glad that I found a Paris at level 12, because that's actually the highest possible level that you can find one in Mount Moon. So that's very lucky. Oh, it used Stun Spore. Now Blitz is paralyzed. So the thing with paralysis is that if the paralysis comes from an electric type move, it will not affect other electric types. But if the paralysis comes from a source from it comes from a non-electric type source, such as Stun Spore, which is a grass move, it will still paralyze electric types. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. But we got the Paris! Nice! And I do have a name in mind for this thing. It's not specifically tailored to Paris, but it's a bit of an in-joke in my friend group. We're naming you Jeremy! For no reason in particular. Alright, let's have a look at Jeremy here. So Jeremy has Effect Spore. That is an ability which, on contact, has a chance of either paralyzing, poisoning, or putting the opponent to sleep. So that is a very useful ability. It's got Scratch, Stun, Spore. I'm gonna leave that moveset alone for now. I'm gonna rearrange the party here a little bit. I should probably heal up Jeremy. That should be enough for now. Jeremy is going to be a little weak for a while, arguably even when it evolves, but in the long run, I have faith in Jeremy. I've used one before, and let's just say that was rather successful. We will, however, not be fighting this Zubat with Jeremy. That sounds like a death sentence. Unless I can't escape. That's not very nice. Alright, can I... Actually, I'm just gonna switch over to someone else. So, if you do try to flee a wild Pokemon battle, you have a chance of being unable to escape. That is based on your Pokemon's speed. If you are slower than the opponent, you're more likely to be unable to escape. But if you're faster, you'll basically get away no problem. I might as well just have Mustafar KO this Zubat here, just because it's very close to a level up. And sure enough, it grows to level 18. Alright, do I have more repels? I do. I no longer need to find anything here, so we're just gonna have those up for the rest of our time through Mount Moon. I will... let's see, I have 2 more potions. I suppose I can use one on Blitz, and, I don't want to use one on Jeremy quite yet, but I will use the Paralyze Heal on Blitz. Who's this guy right here? Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine. Alright, we gotta fight the scientist. Because he's very greedy, I guess. Super Nerd Miguel has a Grimer. That is not a good matchup for Jeremy, because that's a poison type, and I'm part grass. Which is very weak to poison. Let's... I think I'm gonna... Let's go over to Blitz. Why not? Disable does not do anything because I hadn't even used a move yet. Although you're probably gonna try to disable Thundershock now. Sure enough you do. Okay. Let's use Thunder Wave. Hopefully that stops you from attacking as much. Alright, you used Pound. Let's just go for a few quick attacks here. Poison Gas missed, thank goodness. It missed again. I'm no longer disabled. Let's just go for a Thundershock and finish it off. Yay, still unpunished! Which is especially good because I am getting low on healing items. And I don't want to deal with any feints. Let's switch over to Mustafar on this Coughing. This is another poison type. Let's use Ember. Almost took it out. Let's try Metal Claw. We haven't used that in a while. And down it goes. No problem for the squad. Oh, there's a Voltorb. I forgot he had one more Pokemon. I better stay with Mustafar for now. Because I don't know what Voltorb has. That almost took it out. Okay, it's only using Tackle. I thought it might have a move that would not be kind to Jeremy. But I guess it didn't. Okay, I'll share. So now that we've beaten him, we will be able to take one of these fossils for ourselves. We have the Helix fossil and the Dome fossil. Well, you know what? I am an almighty believer in our Lord Helix, so that's what I'm going to be going with. Did I just call myself almighty? That's not what I meant. I am a believer in the almighty Lord Helix, is what I meant to say. And he takes the Dome fossil. We will not be able to revive that fossil for quite some time, but it will just be in our bag for the time being. Let's go up this ladder. Still none of these have hidden items. There's just the one ether in that other floor. Alright, well, we have now made it outside Mount Moon. And that is probably a good place to stop the episode. So, next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we're gonna continue heading east towards the next town and see what's in store for us. See you guys then.